Boo! Hey guys, Reach here. Welcome back for another episode of whatever this series is, Brained. And today we're going to be talking about, Ronin. Ronin specifically in Attrition, and what my thought process is when it comes to, playing him in pubs. And this is going to be a bit different from the Legion video, because I'm not actually playing live. These are just going to be clips of me playing Ronin in pubs, and today we got a couple games here on PlayStation nonetheless, so get hyped for that. But anyways, let's get started. Right, so of course I'm running Phase Embark battery, and although I usually run Turbo Engine, I've been starting to get back into Overcore because I just want to get core faster. Now, basically, my whole objective here as Ronin, especially when I'm the first Titan that is dropped, is just to farm, whether it be minions or pilots. And I'm using Arcwave here whenever I can, mainly because there are no Titans on the field, so if I want to throw out an Arcwave to catch a pilot or just to quickly kill a few groups of grunts, I will. And even though I whiffed two Arcwaves there, and I melee the bridge. Oh man, I'm just trying to use everything I can to kill pilots, and I know my gameplay looks a little iffy right now, but that's because this was literally my first game back on PlayStation, and I won't lie, it is actually a huge difference playing on a TV in a at 60 frames rather than a monitor at 120. And I also felt like there's some weird delay, and even later you'll maybe see me switch sensitivity mid-game. But as you can see here, I get punished pretty badly here by eating a power shot on this Legion. I probably should have blocked a lot sooner than that, but I get the sword core, and I'm just destroying this Legion. And there we go. He thought I would go for the execution, but all I had to do was just back off and Arcwave him, since I already hit him with the sword core to doomed. I see that my Titan here is getting kind of hurt. So I go in, try to help. I see that the island pops laser core, and I got pilots targeting me. And ideally, I think I should be ejecting here any second now. But Ronin is a fast Titan. Even when you're doomed, like, you can do a lot more doomed than other Titans. Say, like Legion, you can do more than Legion when you're doomed. Because, you're fast. You can move around the map. Of course, I get caught out by a point-blank archer to the face by a cloak pilot. And that is going to be my first death here. Alright, and here we are with the second drop. So I already see that there's a Scorch by me. So I'm going to try to see if I can get an Arcwave off. And I do, and I also managed to step on somebody, which is really nice. I blocked the Flame Core. Because I don't want to get too close. But I don't want to get too far away. But then I notice there's like 3 pilots targeting me. It's time to get out. Because focus fire by pilots is still a threat. It is a huge threat as a Titan. But Ronin does have the tools to quickly reposition. And I'm staying here by my tome because I was wondering if the Scorch would push up. They didn't. And I just took a lot of damage, which I think I got hit by the Tone's missiles that were targeted by the other Tone, and I get too greedy here for a sword core swing, and I die. But I was able to at least open the way for my other Tone to get the execution off. Okay, third Titan drop. At this point, it's gonna be kind of hard to come back. But I see on the map there's a Titan somewhere towards the right. So I'm going to be flanking towards the left and just taking out anything I see along the way. I see the tripwires there. And truthfully, I probably shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have gotten that close, because I could have hit the tripwires there, and I don't know if I did. I think I actually got hit by a pilot, but remember, you have a shotgun. You have range. I tried to catch this Monarch with the arc wave. I fail, and then I have to back off. And you'll notice that I'm actually hitting my sword block a lot faster than I normally should be doing. And that's a little something called crouch tech, where basically I just crouch and I block at the same time. And that allows me to just sword block a lot faster than I normally would be able to. But I get, you know, I get killed here, so I have to eject. And I get meleeed. I get meleeed. Now I believe this is the last Titan drop here. Kill the pilots. Now when it comes to killing pilots, if you can, always just try to go for the sword, because you got the extended reach, which is really nice. And oh, you can also see here, I utilize crouch tech on this guy. You couldn't really get any good shots off of me. And with that, I get the easiest sword core of my life. And boom, that tone that just spawned in is already gone. And you know, while I still have some sword core left, I'm always trying to find new targets, in which this case it was one of the Reapers. And oh wow, look at this. Just a just a sad little auto titan by themselves. You don't want to be doing that. And then this. The Ronin v Ronin matchups, I don't really like, mainly because I'm bad at them. But there's a big difference between a Ronin who knows crouch tech and a Ronin who doesn't, because you can just block on reflex so much faster. And look at that, I already got another sword core. And I deny that guy his Titan. And there we go. That's a victory. Not bad, not bad. I actually, oh my god, I popped off in this match. But I'll be honest, these guys, they weren't that good. No offense, no offense. It's just, as somebody's first match back on PlayStation, I shouldn't have done that well. And here, I definitely get a little greedy, trying to just get damage on this Monarch when I really don't need to, but I mean, hey, they took a lot of damage in that exchange, and I was already low, so, you know, I think I get more value from that. But yeah, we're gonna head to the next match here. Alright, and we are on to our second match, which is on Colony. Now, I want to preface this by saying this match will serve as more of an example of what not to do, I think, because if I remember correctly, I played pretty badly. I played pretty badly on this map. And, you know, I mean, hey, there's gotta be some bad with the good, right? Starting off, you'll see there, I tried to phase boost. If you don't know what phase boosting is, basically you dash, and you use the phase dash at the same time, and you go further. That is called a phase boost. And basically the whole point of that is just to cover extra ground, like I said. And you can also, it's just, you just use it to reposition. And here, I make a pretty big mistake. I'm seeing like 5 Titans on the field, and there's like 4 of them that drop back here. So really, like the range that these guys are at, I should not be walking up to 2 North Stars in the back of the map with no support or nothing, because I'll get tethered and I'll get, you know, blindsided by both of these guys, and with those 2 shots I am already doomed and I'm already out of my Titan. That was a bad play. That was so bad. Ideally, what I would have done, or what I should have done, is just back off and look for value somewhere else. Even though those 2 North Stars would be unattended, as a lone Ronin, without my team, there's just nothing I could do. especially since they saw me walk up. But yeah. Alright, and we got the second Titan drop here. And as you can see, the enemy team is already at 557 points. It's not looking good. But still, I took a reload here when I really didn't have to. But that was just because I didn't know the ion was there. And I'm trying to block the splitter rifle. Trying to weave shots in. And I get hit by the tripwires there. And there's just a lot about this fight which is just kind of sloppy. Because I should be blocking maybe a bit more. Or I should be using my lead wall a bit more. And with that, I already get salvo cord and I kinda hurt. And boom, there I go already. I'm already dead again. And this is just, you can chalk it up to bad luck. But honestly, I just played it pretty poorly. And actually, that's actually gonna be it for this map. I just died. I put myself in situations where I shouldn't have been, and I paid the price for it. And you know, Colony, if you're on the outskirts, you're open prey as a Ronin. Because there's no cover. It's just you in the open ground. So if you have to take 1v1s out there, like, be prepared to get either third-partied or just like heavily punished. Because you know, when you take your reload, all you can really do to mitigate damage is to sword block or dash away, which I should have done that. I should have dashed away. But we're gonna move on to our third match here. And surprise, we're actually on LTS for this last match on Colony. Mainly because, I mean, for Ronin, his attrition gameplay is literally just boiled down to, you know, killing minions, killing pods when you first drop, and just farming. But LTS though, we can focus more on the on the matchups. So, in LTS, Ronin should always be getting the battery. Like, if there's a Ronin on your team, and if they're going for battery, let them get it. They get the most value out of it. And in here, this Ronin doesn't grab the battery, and he's trying to 3v1 us, which gets him out of his Titan, and he's running nuclear eject. That's pretty bad. And with that, I'm already almost full health, and I already have a sword core. And so I can just go on, swing on this North Star for free, because nobody's protecting him, and nobody's looking behind. So, you know, I'm free to have this this boxing duel. Of course, I do whiff my sword core quite a bit, but he's doomed. And my team is cleaning up the other side, so really, there's no problem. And he's just running. He knows he doesn't have a chance. But I'm just whiffing all my shots. But double arc wave, and he's dead. And this Ion is trying to melee my AFK Ronin. Doesn't matter though. We take this one. And also, this match is I joined in progress, so that's why the score is already 2-1. And we actually also do win this last round. I know, spoilers, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna be short. I don't want this video to drag on. As for kits, I'm running Overcore, Thunderstorm. Easily the best kits for LTS because your core is really strong, and having 2 arc waves is really strong because you can open up a lot of opportunities for your team with arc wave, whether it be, you know, slowing somebody down or breaking down a gun shield or a particle wall. You can open up just a lot of things with arc wave. So I go for the battery again because I know these guys, they don't care. And my teammates have already pushed up pretty far to prevent any Titans from pushing up. And these guys are just playing in the back anyways. They just don't care about taking mid. So yeah, we kind of collapse in on that guy. And I know my teammates are both going to get focus fired here. So actually, I go towards the left. And so I can get behind this this tone. And honestly, I probably should have targeted the North Star. Just because the North Star would be more of a threat than the tone. But I ignore that Legion. I farm core off of him because I know he's AFK, and I'd rather use my my sword core on somebody who's actually, you know, functioning. And you know, I go back to help out the rest of my team. Gets a nice little arc wave. Wow, that was a long distance arc wave. I get another execution, and all that's left is the I believe. Oh yeah, no, it's gone. They're gone. We win. Easy, 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 easy W. Okay, I think it was the AFK Legion who might have gone back. Who knows? But yeah, that was the LTS match. And that's gonna be it for me. I know this is like a different style of video, but I think it's pretty interesting to talk about what I do and how I think. But yeah, that's gonna be all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.